Hello, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about why you don't need a diet plan, a meal plan, why you don't need a strict plan, why you don't need to have like structured meals that you eat at certain times. I'm going to be explaining really quickly why that is not necessary if you want to lose weight, and I'm going to explain what is necessary if you want to actually lose weight. And I'm going to explain actually why having a diet, having a meal plan, having a structured eating plan is actually bad for you and will not help you actually lose weight. So let's get straight into it. So basically, when you have a meal plan, well, what's going to happen is when you have a meal plan, you have a structured day, like hour by hour, what are you going to eat today, tomorrow, the next day, and let's say for a week, right? And you repeat that day in, day out, right? And usually you get this meal plan by a coach or someone who kind of knows about nutrition, right? And sure, you follow the plan, you meal prep, you do all of those things, and you start seeing the scale go down, right? And everything is going smooth and everything is healing, right? But let's flip that script. Let's say that you follow this plan like for a week and you see results, but then, meal prepping, it kind of gets tedious and it kind of gets hard and you kind of start slacking, right? And you don't meal prep, right? You stop meal prepping and you stop following the plan. And then from there, what happens is you start eating something else, right? Because you're not following the plan, you start eating something else. Usually it's bad because you don't know anything about nutrition. You just got this meal plan. It's here and you should follow it, but you're not following it because it's hard and you don't have time to meal prep, and you have a family also, and probably your wife cooks for your family and all of that, and you kind of stepping in there, it's a lot of work. And here the problem is you can achieve the same thing with what I'm about to show you without spending your days in a kitchen, without spending your whole life in the kitchen meal prepping and then like hating it. I'm going to show you the better way to go about losing weight, and that is actually way more effective and will help you lose weight way more easily without literally spending 10 times less the time in the kitchen, right? And that is tracking your calories. So tracking your meals and tracking your calories. This is the best way to lose weight and to go about it, because how do we actually lose weight? We lose weight when we are in a calorie deficit. What is a calorie deficit? Calorie deficit is eating less calories than your body burns currently at your current weight. So if your body burns, let's say 3,000 calories, and you eat 2,500 calories or 2,000 calories, you're going to be burning 500 to 1,000 calories worth of fat. That is, you're in a calorie deficit and you're losing weight. So if you know that to be true, then we just need to track our calories. And if we eat less calories than our body burns, in this case, in this example, it's 2,500 to 2,000, we're going to be losing weight. Therefore, we don't need any meal plan. And when you follow a meal plan, like you don't even know how many calories there is, or even if you know how many calories there is, like you're just confused, like what are these calories? What am I even tracking? Like why am I even doing this? If I'm not seeing any good results and I'm putting in all this effort into it, and it's not yielding any good results, and it's just you think that the problem is in you, but the problem really is in meal plan, because meal prepping and meal planning and having a strict diet plan that you follow is really complex and really complicated. And I believe that thing should be reserved only for professional athletes and for guys and who are professionally competing in sports, bodybuilding, sports, tennis, football, soccer, all of those things. That is what meal plan should be reserved for those guys whose job is actually to eat the meals that the coaches tell them to eat. But in our case, when losing weight, myself, I lost my weight by tracking my calories and tracking my protein. That is it. So I determined how much calories does my body need right now, 3,000 calories, and I said, all right, I'm going to eat every day 2,500 calories. I'm going to download an app, and I downloaded an app, MyFitnessPal, and I was tracking literally everything I eat. That is it. I was not going above my 2,500 calorie limit. And that is it. That is how I actually lost weight and preserved muscle and got in the best shape of my life by tracking calories. I lost 30 pounds by doing that, and I ate literally whatever I wanted. This is the whole thing about it. Like I ate pizzas, I ate burgers, you can eat anything, ice cream and all of those things, because once you understand calories, once you know how to track, you can eat like literally anything and lose weight if you understand calories and if you know how to navigate through a calorie tracking app and if you know how to use it. That is it. Like that is literally it. And then from there you can also make meal plans. Like that can come, you can have a recipe here and you're like, oh, I really like it, let's make it. And then you make it for a week, and you can pull that whenever. Or if your wife is cooking something, you can just calculate, all right, I'm going to eat this much and I'm going to input that into my app, and that is it. You just input that, eat that, and that is it. You have a chocolate bar after that as a snack, as a dinner, you input that. You just make sure that you don't go above 2,500 calories. You just make sure that you don't go above your calorie intake that you need to be losing weight. So that is it. This is why I believe that having a meal plan is like I am giving you a fish, and tracking your calories is like I'm teaching you how to fish for life so that you can never go hungry again. That is it. That is the difference. Because if I give you a meal plan, you might follow it, you might not follow it, you don't even know what's going on in that meal plan. But if I teach you how to track and you actually know everything about calories, then you're going to be, working like a beast, because you know how the calories work, you know how to track them, you know how to measure the food that you eat. You are a weapon because you know how calories work and you know how tracking works, and you can maneuver yourself into your body weight goal weight. So that is it. Tracking calories and protein is the answer. Please, it's okay if you had meal plans in the past, that is okay. Just focus on tracking calories from now on, because that's tracking calories, tracking your meals, your calories, and your protein. That is the best way to lose weight. That is it for this video. If you want me to make a video where I basically go in depth into how to actually track calories, how to actually track your meals, how to actually track your protein. If you want that, comment down below if you want that video and I'll make it for you. But that is it for this video. Hope that you have found it valuable. Forget about meal plans. Meal plans are stupid 21st century trend, and focus on tracking your calories, because that's actually what matters the most, and that's actually what's going to help you lose weight. If you want our private one-on-one coaching where we take you and we turn you into a beast, we help you lose fat, we help you lose 25 pounds guaranteed in the next 90 days, you have a link down below to book a call with either me or someone from my team, where we'll go ahead and see if and how we can actually help you achieve that, see if the program is the right thing for you. So that's it. If you're interested, again, book a call, and talk to you soon.